Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. I've got a video for you today on a sheath that I just built for this little EDC. I don't know if this would be considered a hunting knife or just an EDC knife. This is from Cross Knives. I have absolutely no experience with cross knives, so if you do and you want to comment down below and let us know what you think of the company and of their products, we would love to hear that stuff in the comments. I can tell you right now, this is razor sharp. You want to know how I know? No, I didn't bleed. But I was polishing the blade just a minute ago with a little rag, just using a little pressure like this, doing little circles on it. And all of a sudden I noticed a skin flake fall down. And sure enough, I took you can see that there. I just took like a layer right out of the tip of my thumb. I didn't even feel that. I just knew that I did it because I saw the skin. So I can tell you at least that it's very sharp, and it's really well crafted and very comfortable in hand. So, all right, the basic sheath that we're looking at here is just alligator skin over Kydex. This is the natural color of the gator. What you're seeing here is the piece that I actually cut it off of. So this would be how it looks before I add any kind of waterproofing to it, but I did not dye this. So it does darken up substantially. I also tried something new as far as my experience with Gator goes. I waterproofed it and then I added a couple layers of acrylic Resolene. And what that does is it just creates a little bit of a glossy protective finish over that. So um, yeah, I think it looks really nice, but I'd love your opinions down below. It's got a really nice deep brown color, which actually kind of matches some of these dark little striations in this. I assume we're looking at a bone or an antler or something, but yeah, this is a very cool knife, and I think the sheath goes really well with it. So we got really good retention, no rattle, no play, a simple pancake design. And originally my customer had asked for just Kydex and then had mentioned, and I completely failed. I missed the question altogether in our conversation, but he had wrote, we were doing it through Instagram. He had asked, Marcus, his name, he'd asked, how much it would cost to upgrade to a leather or a gator over Kydex. And so I'm reading back through the conversation and thought, you know what, I've got some extra gator on hand right now, so I would love to just upgrade him for free. And he doesn't even know he's getting this, so he'll probably get the surprise when he sees this video or sees the post that I'll put on Instagram of this knife. So anyway, that's why the gator's on there. Not specifically per request, but I know he was interested in that. He said this knife has a lot of sentimental value to him, so he wanted to do something special with it. So there we go. He asked for pretty much just a solution to be able to carry in a horizontal position on his belt. So I had gone over some different options with him, and he thought that the Tech Lock would be the best suited for him. I'm inclined to agree in the general sense. You're going to probably want to go with either a Tech Lock or soft loops if you're looking at a horizontal carry. The reason I recommend them is because you may just want to carry horizontally now, but if you ever do want to switch and do vertical carry or canted, or even maybe hook it up to molly webbing, Tech Locks and soft loops can do both of those things as well, or all of that stuff as well. So it just depends on how the whole spacing is set up. If you notice the eyelet pattern on here doesn't look very logical, but once you put a Tech Lock up on it, you start to see the value in it. So right out of the gate, we'll go out the top right here. You can cant it at this angle. You can tilt it a little forward and further and go at that angle. You can find some different alignments that'll work from the top to the bottom. You can align it just on the bottom for horizontal, vertical, or even canted for a cross draw. And I think you can find a couple other little incidental positions. Yeah, those two holes align. You can make that work. So, you do have just a lot of little tiny subtle differences in ride height and angle that kind of make this a versatile setup. I have absolutely no idea which hand or what position he planned on carrying this in. So what I'm going to do is Mark. I'll be sending you this link, so I'm sure you'll see this video anyway. So what I'm going to do is just throw this hardware in a bag for you and the Tech-Lock in the bag, and send it detached so that you can just put it where you want it the first time. But let me show you really quick how I would recommend going about the setup. You obviously can choose whatever you want. Actually, I'm going to grab those pieces of hardware as well, just in case. All right, so let's say you decide you want to carry it. Just go straight up horizontal like we had talked about. All right, so I'd grabbed hardware that was just a little bit too short. So let's go with these guys. I would figure out what side of your body you want it on. Let's say you want a right hand scout position. So it's in the small of your back, handle sticking off to the right side. So you draw it like so. You'd figure out that you need your hardware to come up through here. So you want your female screws in first, and then you want to put your spacers on the exposed part of the screw. And now they're stuck in place. They're not going to move. Then you just want to take your Tech-Lock, put it over the hole, get one screw in, turn it just enough so that it's threading, and then get the next one locked in place. All right, that's threading down. So you're just going to kind of switch back and forth. And incrementally tighten that down until you've got it as low profile as you want it there. So there you go. That's really straightforward, simple way. This is how I would recommend installing the Tech-Lock. And yeah, as you can see, the retention on this is just excellent. Really nice draw. One thing I'll tell you right now, you do need to be careful if you are going to draw and your index finger is pinching the lobes on the opening of the sheath. You're going to add a little extra retention, so it's going to feel harder to draw. So what I would recommend is just kind of let your index finger stay a little bit loose. Don't actually grip it. Make your middle finger the primary grip, and you'll just break it free like so. It's very comfortable draw. You can grip it and rip it, or you can use the thumb ramp. Either way, but I'm really pleased with how this came out. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think of cross knives. Let me know what you think of alligator over Kydex. Let me know what you think of a simple EDC setup like this. More and more for kind of these simple setups, I'm recommending a pancake style sheath, particularly with smaller knives, but a pancake style sheath instead of a taco style sheath. Reason being, it does give you some more mounting options as far as your carry clip goes, and it tends to be just a little bit more streamlined. So as much as I love the taco style and the shape that I kind of iconically go with for my own work, I think, you know, pancake is maybe just slightly more functional. And even though a taco is ever so slightly stronger, a pancake is going to be, I don't think you're going to notice the strength difference, particularly with a small sheath, and particularly if all you're doing with it is using it for like EDC, self-defense, or even hunting. If you're not going out into an extreme environment and doing anything super rugged, I don't think you even need to start to think about the difference in strength, but that's just my opinion. So, all right, guys, give me one final close-up look at edge work. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stick around for the next one. God bless.